Ireland, a very small but exceptionally proud nation that has produced some of the game's greatest footballers. But despite producing players of such quality, the Irish game has come to a bit of a standstill under the FAI Electricity League and due to no help from the Irish government. And despite having undoubtedly the best fans in the world, travelling fans that will go anywhere, anytime, any place, the FAI has let the country down. Until now, the formation of the Irish Academy, which will be playing out of Cork in the English tier system, will aim to produce and develop some of the greatest talent that has ever been produced out of the nation of Ireland. With more breaking news, we will now hand you over to Sports News Kahuna.
Breaking news here at Sports News Kahuna Gaming, where we can confirm that the FAI and the Irish government, along with UEFA, have come up with a plan to restructure and refinance the Irish Football League system. And one of the key men involved in this restructuring and the planning of this and heading it up as president of the academy, which will be based out of Ireland in the English league system, is Niall Quinn. We have Niall live via satellite right now. Firstly, thanks for joining us, Niall. Niall, this is some big news coming out of the Irish government, the FAI and even UEFA are involved, coming that you have been selected as the acting president of the newly found Irish Academy, which will be based out of Cork in Ireland and playing in the English league system, something similar to what Swansea and Cardiff have been doing for several years. But as a man who has been publicly outspoken about the condition of Irish football, why have you accepted the position and do you see it as a long-term position?
Well, I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but I do know there was a great need lately to try and haul the game back into some sense of shape that would make the stakeholders feel good about football again. So it's all very well, speaking about it as I have done over the last 12 months. I just felt that time was right now to go in and do something when offered.
That's good to hear, Niall. That's good to hear. But with the total overhaul of the Irish system and the reported massive investment coming from multiple sources, do you feel that it's a huge step towards survival of Irish football?
I felt that the assistance that appears to be coming from UEFA, from the banks and from government, of course, that seems to be going well enough to suggest that we'll have more than just survival on the agenda for the FAI from this point on, that we can actually get back to being what we're meant to be, and that's serve football in every department.
All very promising words to hear, Niall. Now, but instead of taking a more backseat overseer position on the board, you were going in at the deep end. You're getting involved in the actual academy itself. What made you come to that decision?
I felt that my best service to the FAI would be done through football and stuff surrounding football.
I guess that would make sense. But with a large part of this new look Irish football being funded from elsewhere, Niall, do you feel that secure in the idea that the funding is long term and they will continue to fund such a big project?
We hope that this new look FAI will convince government that that's the correct thing to do. We hope that UEFA believe that as well, and we'll build those relationships and make them even stronger.
Okay, and we have learned that you are going to be the president of the actual academy itself, but what will be your role and connection to the League of Ireland from now on, and how do you see that system growing?
Well, personally, I'm here to try and be something friendlier to the League of Ireland. I've said many times over the last 12 months that if we're to do anything proper about football in this country, we have to start at the elite game, and that is the League of Ireland. It needs to be treated better by the association. How that plays out now, obviously we're dependent on financial stakeholders to assist at this point, but I think where it can go is we can get a strongly unified League of Ireland, that they come together as one and make demands of the FAI. Then we should be there to help them and assist them. We'll try and bring best practices in. Obviously we'll try and help financially
okay.
too.
And Niall, once again, thank you for your time. Just to wrap it up here, we have a very simple question. Do you think these changes at all levels of the Irish game will bring some excitement back to the boys in green?
Well, I hope so. We'll find out a little bit more on that in the coming weeks, I think. I'm confident that it'll be enough to give us a good stepping stone to get right back into action and do what we can. In the short to mid-term, can we, prove that we're worth more? Can we get better investment? Can we attract the right type of sponsors? Can they regain the trust that's needed here? But I'll go back to my biggest point in all this. We're at nothing if we don't get it right with our own workforce, with our own servants who come in every day, who've lacked leadership and who have felt downtrodden at times. They're going to be our greatest advert of what football in this country can do, be it on the RDO level, that the coaches go out to schools, clubs, etc., be it on the elite coaches, the international managers. We have to show them that they're part of a vibrant association that can really go forward. We have to lead them and let them do the work. We can't just talk about it. So that's kind of why we're here. And if we do that, I think then all the other things will fall into place and government will see what we're capable of. It's going to be an ongoing process. I mightn't be here for all of it. Gary Owens mightn't be here for all of it. But one thing I do know, we will leave a structure. We hope that any legacy that we do leave will be signed off by the board, and whoever is in this position 6, 12, 18 months time, that they will put great things into play, and the FAI and the people within the FAI will be leading.